if I ever lost a jacket. And I go, yeah. And he goes, well, what colors? And I'm like, fucking this and this. And he goes, now I'm thinking my other jacket. I was not thinking my elementary school jacket. So I started, he's like, well, what else? And I'm like, well, you know, it was like puffy and this and that. And he's like, no. He's like, no, Anthony. He's like, no, no, no. He's like, how old are you? I was like, I was older. It's this and that. And he's like, no. He's like, when you were younger. Did you ever lose a really nice jacket when you were younger? And I'm like, yeah, I lost my fucking school jacket. He's like, describe it. And fucking I start describing the colors and everything. And then I'm like, fucking... He's like, was your name embroidered on it? I'm like, yeah, my name was embroidered on it. Dude, he's like, fucking, we got your jacket. I'm like, who's got my jacket? He's like, don't worry about it. I'm like, well, can I get it back? He's like, I'm like, well, where did you find it? He goes, you don't want to know where we found it. And between that, and then he started bringing up Tupac. And fucking, because at that point, and then I knew he was mad, but I didn't understand what the fuck he was mad about. And I'm thinking fucking, after that, when I walked in my house, it took me about 2-3 days to solidify it in my head that he was working on the Tupac thing. And I was so fucking pissed off at Ray, because he didn't tell me for almost 20 fucking years. And before I fucking give him another phone call, when because I cursed him out for like 3 weeks straight. 2 weeks. I cursed him out, top of my lungs, in this house for fucking 2 weeks straight. Motherfucker, you couldn't have fucking told me that was fucking blah, 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 fucking holy fuck, that was fucking... And then you know something? It's like, I waited another couple days, another week, go to fucking call Ray, and fucking Ray don't pick up, or fucking this. I get a call from his wife. Ray's now dead. Ray was hit by a car. Because Ray was drunk, and Ray was crossing the fucking road, and a car came along and fucking smacked Ray. Oh yeah, I think Ray was just as fucking pissed because Ray hadn't been drinking. Ray had not been drinking in a long time, supposedly. What, a year? 2 years? Ray was sober for almost a year or two, which was pretty impressive for Ray. And Ray was drinking, and Ray crosses the fucking road, and he gets fucking walloped by 2 cars. Well, by a car. One car cuts. One car cuts one way to get out of his way. One car cuts the other, and the other fucking car hit him. That's what I was told. So, that's that. You know, it's just like after all this happens, it's like, you know, it's like more shit, and then it's like, you know, at some point it's like, oh, and then this goes, fuck this. My stomach, I can freaking, I am so freaking just fucking, you know. The fuck else was important? That thing with Lisa. Yeah, my friend Lisa. But she's the one that they would kept, the freaking, a couple of fucking, 80% of the time, 80, 85, 88% of the time, she was always being dropped off by a black guy. And she'd come to my fucking house, and she'd knock at my door, and I'd come to the fucking door, and she sometimes wouldn't even be standing at the fucking door. She'd be on her knees, crawling through my fucking door, passing out on my floor. She'd come in, break all my fucking shit, strip down naked right there in the fucking bathroom, piss on my fucking floor, fucking throw me the bird, fucking, and then she'd fucking, take a shower sometimes, and then fucking come sit on my lap and fucking, it's like I said, I wouldn't want to embarrass, but this is fucked up. And it's like, and then by the way, the whole fucking time, I'm being fucking drugged. I have no sleep in my system. Oh my God. Well, what were you being drugged? I mean, come on, man. I mean, seriously, at this point, I've pretty much narrowed it down to fucking definitely for sure had to be fucking radioactive diamond dust, which, by the way, is also used in fucking chemotherapy. The beginning of chemotherapy. So fuck you motherfucking losers who say different. Fuck, you can't even, it's so hard to find that documentation anywhere. Good luck. Fuck yous. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. And that's between that and then it fucking... And then there had to be dick hardener and dick softener and fucking... And let's tear his mind this way. Let's give him this, and this. That's gonna fucking make him forget his name. Plus we'll give him fucking dick hardener, dick softener, and we'll hit him with the fucking radioactive diamond dust. Because that is fucking literally... the absolute fucking potion to fucking make me jerk off the fucking houseplants at that point, trying to figure out what the fuck is wrong with my body. Holy shit. Holy shit. Snow outside. Fucking no hot water, so I smell like shit. I fucking can't even if I wanted to rinse out my clothes using my own fucking bullshit, man. Bullshit, man. Bad leg, bad feet, bad fucking back, bad knee, bad fucking elbow. Are you kidding? Wow. God knows what the fuck happened in fucking inside my fucking head from that shit that they were hitting me with. Oh man, it doesn't end, bro. It doesn't end. It doesn't fucking end. Yo. Yeah, because it's completely normal for a fucking human being to put on like fucking 280 pounds in like 4 months. Yeah, that's completely normal, By eating one fucking meal a day. Are you... I don't care how big the fucking meal is. It's one meal a day. And fucking, it's like, no, you're not putting on fucking 280 fucking pounds in fucking 4 months. Not even fucking 3.5 months. Fuck that. What's your name? Not right. Hold on. I got it. Anthony. I think. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. So then that ties all into fucking what I was saying about my boy Jimmy, where he picked up pills from at that point. Jimmy Enright picks up pills from the fucking actor Hoffman, who passed away on a drug overdose in 2014. This is going back before 2014. This goes back to what the fuck was that, like 2000 and fucking 2002? No, 2003 or 4? Yeah, about that. Wow, man. I mean, it was pretty blatantly clear. It's like, I'm an actor. It's like, oh yeah, what movie? You know, you do kind of look familiar. Are you in that? Did you star in the Hunger Games? Are you that guy from the Hunger Games? It's like, because he looked so young. He looked like he could have been a kid about my age at the time. A little older than me, but still, like, fucking, you know. That's why I'm saying, it's like, wow, man. It's like, wow. Wow. What he says to me is, right, as he's selling me and Jimmy the fucking pills, which then later on that night I almost overdosed on. He goes, oh, we're going to kill you. He's like, oh, no, we're not. He's like, actually, but it's just business. Oh, no, he goes, we're going to kill you. But, you know, kind of feel bad about it, but it's just business. And it was like, oh, okay, you know, you're an actor. Yeah, that's great. Wonderful. Me and my friend Jimmy go off, fucking, go to fucking Dewey. And fucking, you know, it's like, hang out and fucking look for shit to do. And fucking, it was like, wow, it's like I just parked at a fucking red light and stomach starts convulsing. I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, I fucking throw the car into park. There's no cars on the fucking road at fucking 3 o'clock in the fucking morning. And freaking, and I fucking fall out the fucking side of the car at the fucking red light. And then fucking Jimmy is sitting there like, how do you like it? How do you like it? I'm just like, what? Is this happening? Is this real? And then it's like, you know, and then my demigod status fucking takes over my entire fucking body, and it's like, heal Jesus, and it's like, fucking, and it's like fucking the beast gets back into the car, a little shaken, unsteady, but still steady enough, you know. And I'm just like, holy shit! I'm like, I don't know what the fuck that was, and it's like. And Jimmy's just sitting there like, I was like, what the fuck was that? You know? Were you saying that shit to me? It's like, I wasn't saying nothing. It's like, yeah. Fuck you, Hoffman. Who was Hoffman working for? Or was he a double agent? You know, like, this is fucking... So then it just gets better because it's like, wow. It's just like, wow. It's just like fucking wow. Because then there's the whole freaking then a couple years later, it's like, you know, as far as I understand it, the type of colored car that is a very specific, interesting car. That's why it's like, oh, you come as friends. It's like, oh, did you come as friends or did you come as enemies? Because I'm gonna tell, and it's not black in this case. And it's like, wow, man, it's like because there was another car that fucking, that, I thought that there was a person that I met and they were like, and really I'm thinking that was just to get the fucking IP address. Yeah, I would have been a little bit more cautious, I think, if I would have understood. Wow, man. Wow, man. Wow, man. Wow, man. And then let's not forget about the fucking the Lakeside Strangler coming up behind me. It's like, bro, I sat up there all the time. I was waiting for. I was like, like one of those moments when it's just like, is that the moment I've been waiting for every time I fucking come to this place? And it's like, oh, and it's like he's coming up behind me all dressed in black and he's got the fucking string and it's like, and then the minute I'm like, and I turn and I'm like, hey, what's up, man? And he's like fucking 90 degree, bro. It was like, it was no shit. It was just a whole, it was like, you ever see one of those like really fucking, it was just like coming this way. It's like, bish! I was like, where you going? Where you going? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. That's why I liked being by myself. Not completely by myself, but like, because I could hear the fucking people coming, man. Make sure I fucking know where the fuck I am and hear them coming. Yeah. So then when that attempt at my life didn't work, fucking my friend Mike passed away from a heroin overdose, even though there was other crazy shit going on at the time. That fucking Mike's like, yo, man, he's like, I thought you were bullshitting. He's like, I'll wait right here while you call the police. Police never wrote the fucking thing. I end up going to the fucking jail. It's like Mike comes back the next day or two later. He's like, what the fuck happened? He's like, we were right here when I was right here when we called the cops. How the fuck did you get locked up 6 hours later? Yo. Yo. Mike stuck around for like a couple months, and then all of a sudden, fucking Mike had to leave my house. He's like, I don't want to go. He's like, I like having you as a friend. He's like, fucking 28 days. 28 days later, like the movie. 28 fucking days later, fucking Mike dies on a fucking dope fucking overdose. Just as Mike and me start talking about Chris Moore and Walster Odenoko, and realizing, holy shit, this is the guy. Fucking, he's like, how do you know them? Like, I knew who he was at that point. Like, I remember meeting him the 1.5 times. Was not friendly encounters. It was like, fucking, stay the fuck away from me. And it was like, all right, okay. And they were telling me, oh, he's a really bad guy. He's a really bad guy. And it's like, and they were telling him the same fucking thing, man. It's like, fucking, me and Mike start talking about that. Poof, Mike ends up dead. But then there's also the fucking whole, like, what I did not realize was the fucking IP address being swiped by not one party, but another party. One with the strangle cord, the other one with the color of the fucking cars. And I'm saying to myself that it probably, because then that would fucking go into, like, the fucking NSA territory. You see, I'm just not in the fucking mood for the bullshit at this moment. It's like, come kill me or don't come kill me. It's like, fuck yous, all. So now I'm thinking, well, Mike's dead. Well, that sucks. Mike was one of those people that was actually helping me get around. It's not like I didn't have to go with him fucking everywhere just to get the fucking 20 minutes worth of shit done for myself. But it's like, at the same time, yeah, we got along. Then he was forced to move out of my place. And when he was forced to move out of my place, that is when fucking 28 days later, Mike dies from an overdose. Not by me. I did not force Mike out. He was ticking me off about fucking this and that, but fucking did not force him out. Actually, I felt fucking, because it's like, that's why I'm saying, it's like, boom. At the time, I'm thinking maybe that was a good thing. But at the same time, and he even said, he's like, I fucking hate this. He's like, I really fucking wish I would come back to fucking, he's like, this is bullshit. I'm like, yeah, this is bullshit, man. 28 days, bro. Fucking later. Boom. Dead. And then, let's see, yeah. Oh, yeah, that was all because of the whole fucking setup thing with the fucking cannibal. That was. In other words, 15 years prior to that, or 20 years prior to that, this guy's hanging around my sister's house, and he starts telling my sister, he's like, oh, yeah, I like Anthony. Tell Anthony to come to my house. Oh, just walk right in. Tell him to leave his gold chains at home. Like, why the fuck would this guy want me to leave my gold chains at home? Fucking, I'm not leaving my gold fucking chains anywhere. You know what I'm saying? But since it was a simple walk, and I'm just like, yeah, okay, what's up? So I knock at his door. He's like, oh, come on in. He's like, oh, And then the minute I get into his house, now this is 20 years ago. He goes, the minute I stepped foot into his house, into his living room, he was like, what are you doing inside here, crazy man? He's like, you need to get the fuck out of here. He's like, you don't just walk in the fucking... I'm like, bro, you just told me to come in. You just told my sister that for me to come over here to fucking just come in, and I still knocked. What the fuck are you talking... Because only a few days prior to that, he confessed to me that his family were cannibals. So when I started doing my research through my connections at the time, through people that may or may not know about the situation, whether it was from the FBI or the CIA or the DOJ, it's not like these people would just like, this is what I am, Anthony. It's like, but it's like, you do realize, like, this is what's, it's like, how the fuck is this guy? Because, in other words, it's like, well, you see, these people, okay, brought in fucking this tribe to hunt people, and then they brought in these people brought in this tribe to hunt people, and then the cannibals got out of fucking control, and then, you know, it's just a whole fucking cannibal mess there. But I knew the cannibal's secret, so then fucking eventually, 20 years later, the cannibal fucking had his plan fucking in place, so there has to be some sort of connection there, because he had to know that I would fucking end up living at that fucking place. Not a lot of fucking options on fucking SSI, SSD, and fucking Section 8, man. That's why I'm saying that's how well planned out things are, and that's the fucking whole point. It's like, so, here I am at this place now. Man, what am I leaving out? You know? You know what pissed me off when I was there? What pissed me off is that I had this friend, or I thought was a friend, or whatever, and it's like right after the freaking barbecue, she's got the kids in bed. Just my friend. Like, we are not. This was not a freaking relationship thing. There would never have been. It's just like my good friend. And I just started getting to know these people, and it's like she's like, Aunt, she's like, let me put the kids to bed. Come back outside in a little while. We'll smoke a cigarette and hang out. We come back outside, and freaking as we're sitting in the backyard, we're talking, and it's like, yeah, blah blah blah, and whatever the fuck we were talking about. And then we both were like, all right, we'll see. I'll see you tomorrow, and blah blah blah. And then all of a sudden and as we turn, boom, there it is, right there. There is a blunt sitting on her fucking barbecue. A lit blunt sitting on her barbecue. So at that point, it's like, yep, I see it too. It's like, woof, I grab it, throw it in the fucking toilet bowl, fucking, before even the fucking sun rose the next day, fucking CPS was at that woman's house trying to take fucking, because if they would have found that fucking blunt in the back of her fucking yard on her barbecue, just like after I got the dog, I just started getting fucking phone call after phone call after phone. Well, actually, not phone call after phone call. This is the ASPCA started getting phone call after phone call after phone call to come check up on the fucking dog that I had just gotten. And it was like, this dog's not normal, first off. And second off, I know how to raise dogs. The dog's in good care. But at the same time... And then the guy turns around to me, says, yo, he's like, and this is the same time that they're trying to call CPS on fucking the woman that lived next to me, that I was friends with. The whole freaking dog thing, this all starts to happen within like a year's time. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, this is crazy. This is fucking crazy. But getting back to the fucking whole cannibal situation, the cannibal situation was that fucking 20 years ago, he divulges his secret about being a cannibal to me. Then fucking there goes a 20 fucking year long in the making setup, which sounds fucking crazy, but it's like, dark secrets, long fucking plans. You know what I'm saying? It's like crazy, dude. This fucking shit's crazy. Wow, man. Well, fuck this. Meanwhile, I get into a fist fight across the street with a fucking dude who literally, like, there's the politician standing right there, fucking, like, a day or two prior, and then it's like, all of a sudden, I get into a fucking fist fight with the motherfucker's cousin or some shit, and then it's like, which insanely looks like my boy Mike, who passed away, but wasn't Mike who passed away. But looked almost, fucking almost identical. I was like, wow, that's so fucking interesting. I asked Mike, I said, Mike, is this guy somehow related to you? Oh, no, man. He's like, I can't fucking stand this fucking dude. That's why this whole fucking thing, it's like, wow, man, it's like, oh, wow, so they're in fucking, you motherfuckers. Somebody was pulling side strings there, too, and I'm thinking it was the fucking, because that reminded me of the other person that fucking, between that and Paul Prusen and freaking, you know, that whole fucking scenario, and then the chief of police, the robotic dog, and the fucking Pharrell, or fucking, holy shit, bruh. Which goes back fucking even further than fucking, that goes back into the time of me being, what, like, fucking less than 15? What other? Yeah, and I didn't even bring up the whole fucking, you know, like when me and my friend go to buy that fucking second Mustang from the dealership with the only Mustang pretty much on all of fucking Long Island at the time when I went to go buy the fucking car that I was kind of looking for. Meanwhile, it's like, oh, there's no Mustangs anywhere. It's like, wow, except for like, you know, maybe high-end ones that there would be no way for me to fucking afford those. But then at the same time, it's like, oh, wow, look at this. It's like there's no selection of any type of Mustang that I'm looking for in a certain price range with the fucking features that I was looking for. Bullshit. Anywhere else but the first dealership that I went to for the first car, fucking I go back for the fucking second car, fucking Mustang. The second Mustang. Holy fucking crap. Holy crap. But in doing so, we also walk across the street to fucking where, like, there was, like, a whole bunch of nicer cars, fill out paperwork. Oh, look at that, I have AAA credit. Where am I going? Where the fuck? Because I already mentioned so much of this already. Where was this again? It was the car dealership, the paperwork, the credit. Friend's dead. The fuck was I just saying? There was, which then brought back up the dealership. Oh yeah, so the dealership. So then there was the fucking fact that as we're pulling out of the dealership, it had been so long since I had driven a car at that point, which was what, 5 maybe years or so, 6 years, 5 or 6 years, about 6 years maybe. I hadn't driven a car. I fucking get into the fucking Mustang, and fucking me and my friend, she buckles her seatbelt, I buckle my seatbelt, and freaking go to drive off. As I'm getting to the edge of the driveway, I push down on the brake, and it feels like the top part of the brake pedal is a little bit loose, so that's not a big fucking problem. I can just fucking tighten that up, if God forbid. I just gotta hit the middle of the fucking brake. The fucking brake is there. But it also feels like that the brakes, I'm pushing a little extra hard, so I'm thinking maybe it's the foot pedal, maybe it's fucking, I haven't driven a car in a long time, but the car came to a stop. Until we get up and around the corner and then go all the way down a very long road, because I'm taking my friend out for breakfast at that point, which is kind of like a brunch thing just to say thank you for co-signing for something that she shouldn't have even had to co-sign at that point for. I should have had enough fucking money, but then even my money was fucking jerked around because I had to pay back 5 years worth of shit when fucking they only gave me 3 years worth of shit to fucking pay back the fucking 5 years worth of shit. So they gypped me like fucking almost $12,000 there. Meanwhile, I still don't realize at this moment in time until around about now that fucking, you know, which is still fucking kind of weird because I had AAA credit at the other fucking place, but meanwhile I'm paying out the fucking yin-yang with fucking $8,000 down on a fucking car that's like 11. Wow. So we have no brakes in the fucking car. But as we're driving down the very long road, which, you know, was fucking used to be a very normal road that I used to travel all the time growing up when I had a car, and fucking whether I didn't have a car or not, had to because that's close. So we're going down this long motherfucking road, and it's like, yeah, nice. It's like, it drives nice, you know, but I didn't have to step on the brake very much at all, actually, pretty much down this road. So people are coming through the fucking other side of the road. They're coming through this way, the road, on the other side of the road. And they're fucking honking their horn. You're on fire! I'm like, so my friend turns around to me and she goes, hey, Aunt. She goes, look, they must like your car. They keep saying that you're on fire. I'm like, yeah, it's nice. It's like fucking, you know, it's like great. So, so then we get onto another road, which is only a 2-lane road, double yellow line, you know, oncoming traffic, and then a car gets in front of us, very slow car. And the fucking slow car is pretty much going under the fucking speed limit at that point, and it's like we can't get around him because there's cars that are coming pretty consecutively on the other side. So we're going slow, and this car's going slow, pace keeping at that point. Then all of a sudden, car pulls off to the side. My friend goes, isn't that so-and-so? As we go down the road fucking to where a red light will be, and fucking as we get to the fucking red light, there is fucking cars backed up at that fucking red light to the point where it's like, wow, that's right as the driveway starts to begin. There is a woman with a fucking baby carriage coming on the right side. Cars in the front of us, in traffic. More cars are coming up the side of us. As this is all about to happen, one person turns around. One last person goes, your car is on fire. This time, I look at the fucking side mirror because I'm pressing the brake at that point. I'm pressing a little on the fucking brake at that point. The brake was hitting the fucking caliper. The brake fluid was leaking onto the caliper. The brake pad was no more. The fucking scraper thing was causing the sparks to cause the fucking brake fluid to ignite, and a 9-foot fucking flame was coming off my front tire going back to my gas tank. At that moment, I see the woman